High voltage. Imagine a world drowning in wickedness. People's hearts filled with violence and corruption. Yet one man's faith built a boat that saved humanity. Today we celebrate that man and his unwavering faith. Long ago, God looked down on the earth and saw only violence and corruption filling the hearts of men. But he saw one man, Noah, who walked faithfully with him. And God said, "I have chosen Noah to build an ark of safety for him, his family and all living things." Then God gave Noah detailed instructions for the ark. It was to be massive, 3 stories tall with rooms for all kinds of creatures and a door for easy access. But when Noah began to build it, the people around him laughed and mocked him. They thought he was crazy. For years, Noah worked, gathering the materials and assembling the ark just as God had commanded. Then came the animals, 2 of every kind, male and female, along with 7 pairs of the clean animals. All of them entered the ark by God's command. And then the moment arrived when the first drops of rain fell. For 40 days and 40 nights, it poured. The fountains of the deep burst open and the earth was covered in water. The world perished, but Noah, his family and the animals were safe inside the ark. They waited a long time, 150 days to be exact, until the waters began to recede. Slowly the water covered the earth, allowing light to shine through the cracks. A raven was sent out to check if the earth was dry, but it never returned. So Noah sent out a dove, which also didn't find a dry spot and returned to the ark. But on the 3rd day, the dove came back with an olive leaf, a sign of hope. And soon the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat, a place where God had promised it would come to rest. With trembling hands, Noah and his family stepped out onto dry land. They had survived the flood. All around them, the world was cleansed, washed free of the wickedness that had filled it. And what was the first thing Noah did? He built an altar and offered sacrifices of thanksgiving to God. In that moment, God made a covenant with Noah, promising never to destroy the earth by flood again. As a sign of that promise, God placed a rainbow in the sky. Noah's ark reminds us that obedience to God, even when the world doubts, brings salvation and hope. Faith builds the boat that carries us through the storms of life. And just like Noah and his family, we can emerge from the storms with a new perspective, ready to start anew with God's help. So let us take a moment of silence and reflect on our own lives. Are we building our lives on faith or on the shifting sands of doubt? Let us remember Noah, not just as a man who built an ark, but as a man who trusted in God's word and in doing so saved not only himself but the whole world. Amen.
Fountain Pen # Faith Tales, where Bible stories come to life. Bell subscribe for more timeless truth, told like never before.